Welcome back to the third and final segment of the Loveland Report, the Lone Ranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland, Central Florida's voice of real estate in Central Florida, alongside the Lone Ranger. And thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. It's a beautiful weekend, and we hope you are out and about doing something fun. But if you are thinking about real estate, you can always give us a call. We're going to give out the numbers in a second. I want to dive into some listings, Bruce. I've got some great homes here.
Hear about them.
I usually smoke the other realtors around me because I know how to price a property. So my listings, they are at the right price. I had somebody call me wanting to make me a lowball offer on one of my listings. And I said, have you seen what everything else is selling around? You know, they're selling for $499. This house is listed for $440. And this is a pool. And it needs to be updated. It's livable, but it needs to be updated. Mom and dad passed away and the son's selling it now. 4-bedroom, 2-bath with a pool in Longwood in the Woodlands. Great Seminole County neighborhood. 1,900 square feet, corner lot, side entry garage, split plan, formal areas, and you can move right in, but it does need some updating. But you got a pool home and it's in great shape. The mechanicals are done. That's at $440. And that house will probably be gone within 2 weeks, Bruce. I've got another condo in Altamonte, beautiful gated neighborhood, gorgeous condo, 1,800 square feet, 340,000, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. And the owner spent about $100K on a remodel, Bruce, and then had to move, take care of her brother.
Well, it's a good location too. That's your Altamonte
Also
property.
location and gated. So, and in this neighborhood, they've got 2 community centers and pools, fitness center. But all these upgrades, the owner's loss is your gain on that, but beautiful property for $340,000. Everybody else in the neighborhood is asking $360. I've got 2 acres in Apopka, Bruce, right off of 441, between 441 and 436, right where they come together, the Lake Pleasant area.
Right.
This is 1.5 acres, 1.5 acres, has 2 houses on it now. Probably could be for one big McMansion, probably could be split again, but the family's selling this. Big old pole barn on the property, no HOA, but you are in town. Normally you got to drive 15 minutes outside of town to get something where you want to have, your trucks and your toys around, but this is right in town in Apopka for $299.
Well, that's a great price. So, I mean, and you could are the houses livable that are on it now?
No, there's one would be a big reno. The other one's a haul away.
But think about that, folks. You buy that property there. If you're a plumber, you got trucks on the road, you got a business that you need a little bit of a property, you got a pill barn, and you don't have to go all the way out to Lake County to live when you're doing business in Orlando. So that's a great opportunity for you if you're self-employed.
And I got White Hawk Way in Groveland. That's where Trinity Homes is at. And this is right down the street from them. And they start in the high 3s. Now they are giving how much for closing costs, Bruce? 30 grand?
30 grand. Yep.
But this owner knows this, has to move. So we were at 329,000 on this house, 1,900 square feet. And so we're well below what the new construction's at.
Very much below.
The fence is done. The light fixtures are done. The window blinds are done. The sprinkler system was installed. About
15 grand worth of upgrades right there.
Yeah. So right there. And we're priced right. So that one's at 329. And then we go over to Conway. I've got a beautiful one here. The same family's owned this home for 60 years, Bruce. And main house is a 3-2 with a 1-car garage, big Florida room for $458,000. It's 2,300 square feet. Out back, there's like a 300 square foot rumpus room. It was a music studio, workshop, could be that. The house is also really cool. It's an oversized lot that goes through to the back street. So you've actually got like where you could open it up, do another garage. It's really neat property in downtown Orlando. Mid-century modern with the high ceilings, big windows up in the front of the house for $458,000. So call me if you want to take a look at any of those, and I'd be happy to help you with that and give you
your phone number out. What's your phone number?
407-352-8118.
Yep. If you need a mortgage, you're not going to pay cash. You need the best mortgage you can possibly get. I'm applying for the job. 35 years in the mortgage business. I've helped well over 10,000 families achieve home ownership, and I'm going strong. I've got the best mortgage business in the country. I promise you, your experience is going to be unbelievable. Your rates are going to be great. Everything we do is to make sure that you're a satisfied customer. Call the Lone Ranger now. You can call me in Tampa. You can call me in Orlando. I got numbers all over the place. 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. And in Tampa at 813-213-4009. Anywhere you want to buy, Cleve and I can help you. I lend in all 50 states. I've got a loan in Oklahoma right now. Oklahoma. I did all that last month.
I
What's
want to
that?
ask you about products.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's do it.
I just saw, because you've got different down payments are usually the biggest obstacle to somebody buying.
Yeah.
So talk about the down payments you need on certain loans.
Well, if you're a first time home buyer, you could get in for 3% down conventional loan or 3.5 FHA, depending on where your credit scores are. USDA in some rural areas is zero down payment, and the seller can pay up to 6% toward closing costs. Great option. Better than down payment assistance, in my opinion, because you don't have to pay any down payment assistance back. And you don't have to jump through any hoops. VA, no money down, no money down. And I fight for my veterans closing costs. So listen, you want a great down payment, a loan that's very little down payment, or let's just say that you own a home and you want to buy another home and keep the one you have. You know, you don't have to put 20% down. You can put 5% down on the next home, 5% down. So you've got a lot of really low down payment options. Even on my construction perms, I'll do VA loan zero down on a construction loan up to $1.5 million. FHA 3.5% down. Conventional 5% down on construction. Okay, everybody's got those on a regular loan. I'm talking construction. Nobody has that. One time close. So you're not getting the trick about, oh yeah, we're gonna, you're gonna ride the market out and then we're gonna lock your rate in later. I give you an option. You're gonna lock it in now, you're gonna lock it in later, or if it gets better when we're done, we'll drop you down and float you down to a better rate. So all your options. I'm doing some renovation loans right now. I got a couple of clients that I got one that's a HUD home. Listen to this. It's a HUD home. That's a piece of junk. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you, but we're doing a FHA 203K. The house is going to be mostly torn down or gutted. It's $100 down. That's the down payment. $100 down on a renovation loan. So pretty incredible stuff that we work with here. If you need advice on the type of mortgage that's best suited for you, call me. That's where I really shine. I like to help design that perfect mortgage for the client that really needs it. So you call me at 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009, or go to webringyouhome.com. Let's schedule a Zoom appointment or meet in person. I'll get you fixed up every single time. I guarantee I got the
When I
price.
ask you about products, Bruce, I wanted to ask you, like right now, Hassett, Treasury Secretary, is talking about Trump. Trump's got a housing plan in the works, letting people take money out of their 401k. Because right now, if you take something out, it's got to be back in there within 60 days, right?
Well, if you withdrew it, it does. If you borrow from it, it does not.
Okay, if that's possible. Yeah, some people might not have ability to
Yeah,
borrow.
well, you can't withdraw from an old 401k. Like you work for one company,
Yep.
now you work for a different company. That original 401k, you could only withdraw from it. He's trying to change some things so your penalties aren't as severe for buying real estate.
Remember, which is great. Especially, I don't think people need to go if they're trying to get another home. I don't think they should pull from the 401k unless they don't have a home. I think first-time buyers should definitely get that started because that is the first big step. I'm glad you're a saver, but hey, if you need, because I'm getting people into homes, Bruce. I mean, what are you seeing on your down? I mean, in the threes, they're $10,000 to $20,000.
Everybody's different. I got veterans that want no money out of pocket, even though they've got the money, they just don't want to spend it. I've got clients that are insisting on putting 50% down just to get their payment where they want them. Those are generally move down buyers, that are downsizing a little bit, but everybody's different. And that's why it's not one size fits all. That's why you need somebody that's going to look at your situation and help you come up with a game plan that meets your needs. I talked to a client yesterday for 45 minutes and she's like, all you've done is asked me questions about me and my family and what I'm looking for. She says, I did not expect it, but man, I'm not going anywhere because it's obvious that you've got my best interest in mind. And, I want to, if I don't know what it is that makes you tick, I can't design something that's perfect for you. So that's what we're here to do.
Okay, and I want to ask you real quick about how much time we got time. I want to ask you about your bridge loan. If you got
Yep,
a
we
bridge
got a
loan,
great bridge loan. Okay, so bridge loans have not been very popular. Very few people ever close on a bridge loan. And the reason for that, Cleve, is that if you own a home right now, even though you have substantial equity in it, but you don't want to sell that one until you've closed on the new one, then you've got to get the equity out of that one. So you're still going to have the mortgage you already have. Now I'm going to give you, say, 150 grand equity out of it. Well, now there's a payment on the 150 grand, and then you got to qualify for the new house. Well, what if that's a $3,500 a month payment? Well, who makes enough money to qualify for 3 mortgages? Well, nobody does.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. Very few people would. Okay, some of you may hear it, but the average person, it throws their debt ratios out. So what we do is we will qualify you on the home you want to buy. And the only payment you need to qualify for is the one you want to buy. And the reason we do that is we give you a guaranteed buyout. If that home hasn't sold within 120 days from the day you close on the new home, I buy it from you. So you got a guaranteed buyout right there. Guaranteed. Now, we don't want to buy your home.
Yeah.
We want you to sell it. So if Cleve's got it listed, keep it with Cleve.
We're talking about
With your realtor.
weeks to get a contract. So
It's all we're doing is we're bridging that out. But now more clients are getting our bridge loans. We close a ton of them because they're actually a bridge loan that works. Now you can't do that on a typical bridge loan because the lender's not willing to buy the house, but we are.
yeah,
So it's a great product. It really works very well.
you guys are so smart on everything you do out there, and you've got the money. Talk about Trinity and Hardison again. Trinity's 30K in closing costs. Depends on where they're at, 20 to 30K in closing costs.
Yep, 30 to 35K Trinity is. You tell them the loan arranger sent you, and we'll get you fixed up on your mortgage, man. We'll buy that rate down. We'll pay your closing costs, all kinds of things. Trinity Family Builders. Go to my website at webringyouhome.com. There's a direct link there. There's also a link to Hardison Homes. Now, they'll pay your closing costs too. Different amounts in different communities, but they're a great builder, and their prices are very reasonable. Their homes, I was shocked. I was shocked at how much home you're getting at Hardison. And so Cleve introduced me to them. I'm like, it's just another one of these little builders. No. This builder's a real deal. They're the real deal. And I highly recommend you check out their website. Again, go to webringyouhome.com. There's a direct link to all my approved builders on that website. Or if you want to build on your own lot, we can help you with that too.
Yep. All right. We're running out of time here, Bruce. I think this is going to be almost all the way through January. We got one more show next week for January, but I think 25 beating 24 in sales was the big thing. All the numbers, number of new contracts, number of lists being up, number of listings being down, a good sizable chunk. The inventory has been literally not moving the past 6 months.
Buyers have a huge opportunity, folks. If you hear anything we're saying, don't wait. Don't wait much longer. It's really not the smart thing to do. We are going to see a flip-flop in this market, and you're going to start seeing. That's why investors are buying right now.
Yeah.
Call me at 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009 or go to webringyouhome.com. Let's schedule a meeting together. Let me help you. Cleve, out of there, reach you, my friend.
407-352-8118. I'll be working all week. Actually, you know what? I'm heading over to Rolex for a little bit.
Oh, are you going to go to the Rolex?
Over there. I'll see if I can sneak into the pit and the Corvettes. But anyway, I've got a pit pass there with a friend of mine. He's got a friend that races. But everybody have a great weekend. I will be working all weekend if you need me. 407-352-8118.
Thanks for tuning in. God bless y'all. And we're always there to help you, folks. Thanks for listening to our show.